Hey there! In this video we are checking out the new SmallRig S70 wireless mics. Now, to be honest, I'm actually pretty impressed. I honestly didn't think that something in this little box could possibly replace my traditional wireless and lav setups, but they actually sound pretty great. And you're listening to the S70 right now, by the way. Now, I'll give it to you. Straight out of the box, they did sound a tiny bit boomy, so it's kind of important that if you get a pair of these mics to go into the settings, spend just a few seconds, set them up for your voice, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. That's how you get the best quality out of these mics, and you'll get the best sounding audio. So that's the S70. Right now, you're actually hearing the boom mic here in the studio, and I wanted to alternate between these two microphones. Sometimes your ears get used to things, but hopefully this way you should be able to listen more critically to the S70 every time I play you a sample or use this microphone for the audio in this video. Anyway, it's kind of important to look at this kit for what it actually is. These are, again, $90 microphones, so don't expect to get things like 32-bit internal recording or timecode, none of that nonsense. These are just very affordable, uncomplicated microphones for your camera or your smartphone. Okay, so I got some good news and I got some bad news for you. The good news is that you're listening to the S70 now here in the studio. The bad news is that all the audio that I recorded in my main video that I was planning on cutting back and forth with the boom mic has been compromised. I was fiddling around too much with the box, with the other microphone and the receiver. So apparently pairing started jumping around between the different receivers and the microphones, and the majority of the audio I actually recorded for that video or for this video ended up being from the mic that was stashed away here on my desk. So yeah, that wouldn't be fair to use as a comparison or as a demo for you. But anyway, I will return one more time, at least one more time in this video, to give you a fresh little sample here from the studio with the S70s. But now back to the main video. Who's that guy? Anyway, let's take a super quick look here at the S70 in its case. So first of all, we got our little microphones that sits here on each side. They look, well, like this. Not a whole lot to add actually to that. But we also got our two RX units, or receivers that some people call them. This one here at the back is what I like to call the big boy receiver. And this one for your mirrorless camera, your DSLR, or basically any camera that has a regular 3.5mm mic input. You hook it up to your camera with this included TRS cable. This one goes into your camera and Bob's your uncle. Now, here on the back we have a little power switch that also toggles noise cancelling on and off. Here's a little selector switch that allows you to record either a mono track, a mono plus safety track that's recorded at a little lower volume. And finally here on the right side, we got stereo recording if you're using both microphones at the same time for two different people. Now let's put this back and take a look at this little guy here at the front. Now this here connects to your smartphone, your tablet, what have you. On the smartphone receiver there's a USB-C in, so you can charge your smartphone or tablet when you're using the microphone, so no risk of running out of juice when you're recording, if you're streaming or whatever it is you may do. And it actually sounds pretty good. Take a look at this. But I just wanted to give you, I'm so bad at vlogging. I shouldn't be allowed to vlog, but I truly want to show you the audio quality here straight into the camera. Like I said, no post-processing or anything, and this is what it sounds like. So yeah. If you want to use this with your older iPhone or iTablet, whatever they call, there's some lightning adapters for you that you can buy. They look pretty much exactly the same as the one with the USB, but for lightning or Thunderbolt or whatever it's called. But you can also plug this into your computer, and if you do, it will show up as an audio interface. So you can basically use these microphones for your video calls, conference call, live streaming, gaming, and all that fun stuff. And all the accessories except for the TRS cable actually fits inside this charging case. Believe it or not, it's actually surprisingly power efficient, since the RX unit will power up and down along with your camera automatically. So should be able to get upwards of 40 hours runtime in total on a full charge. Now, the reason for the S70 sounding so good is probably because of the tuning. Think of it as kind of in-camera lens corrections. SmallRig really went all in and hired one of the best working audio engineers in the business to tune these microphones and the system to perfection. He also created all the different EQ presets for instrument, voices, environments, so on and so forth, just to be able to deliver the best and the cleanest audio straight out of camera, which is obviously pretty important if you're doing things like streaming or voice calls where it's not possible to go in afterwards and tweak your audio settings. So having clean audio straight into your camera is going to make huge difference, and obviously huge plus if you're not very comfortable with working with audio editing in post. Now, setting up is done inside the SmallRig Go app when you attach the little mobile device RX unit here. So let's go ahead and open this up, and here we can see the levels being displayed in real time from the microphone that's currently paired with a little receiver here. Pretty self-explanatory. We can also toggle electronic noise cancelling on and off from here. Down here we got the noise reduction levels. There's 3 different ones: weak, medium, and strong. And I'll play you a little sample here of each in just a second. But basically what you set this to here in the app is what's going to be applied whenever you engage noise cancelling when you're out recording. But this section right here, the EQ setting, is where I think you should spend a couple of minutes, record a couple of samples, listen back in your headphones, and really pick an EQ mode here and do a couple of adjustments to see if you can find something that fits your voice the absolute best, because this here is how you get the most out of these microphones. Down here we got some simple record mode toggles here, mono, stereo, so on and so forth. Okay, this here is with the weak noise cancelling setting active, and there's some people around shouting, talking, so I just wanted to see how the mic handles and the traffic noise and the people around me. And now we are using the medium noise cancelling, and hopefully it still sounds good. I've actually never tried the the all-in full-on noise cancelling. Now, there is something to be said about noise cancelling. It kind of depends on how much noise it has to suppress coming from the background, so that will definitely affect the quality of the audio. If you're dealing with jackhammers or whatever it might be, there's going to be some more noise cancelling to be done, which could have an effect on the quality of your audio. So again, just to be clear, whatever settings you kind of input here will get saved onto the microphone, as long as you use the microphone without going back here and changing any of the settings, if that makes sense. Okay, we're back with another little quick installment of the S70 here in the studio, and right now we're shooting on the Blazar Talon. It's a full frame autofocus anamorphic lens with a 1.5x squeeze factor. I think Cam said it might be like 158 or something. This is actually the very first thing that I shoot on this lens, and I currently have the squeeze set to 1.6. So we'll see how that pans out. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a fresh sample for your ears and also bring up something that I discovered going over some of that previous audio. So I discovered that in quiet situations or areas like this, you can sometimes pick up the noise floor of the system itself if you're not using any noise reduction. If you're using it outdoors, there's usually enough ambient noise and things going on, so you won't hear any of the self noise. So that's something that I just felt that I wanted to bring up here. Anyway, back to the main video. So at this point, you should have a pretty decent idea of what to expect when it comes to the audio quality coming out of these S70 microphones. Now, personally, and I've used this now for a while, so I guess some of the wow factor have kind of worn off, but I still love them for any casual or kind of spontaneous recordings that I do. Another thing that I really like about these microphones is just the fact that they're super duper unintrusive. I bet you can barely see the mic here on my shirt right now. And they've also done things right, like they've put the LED lights on the back, so whenever you mount this properly, you won't have any issues with LED lights blinking if you're doing like low light scenes, that sort of stuff. So will you see these used on a Hollywood set? Well, probably not, but you'll definitely see these microphones being used on tons of YouTube and social media content from this point on. Even on this channel, I swear, whenever I'm going out and I want to shoot something quick and I want to be more spontaneous and I don't want to deal with any of the hassle of, ringing up the lavs, that's when I'm going to use these. And I'm also going to have these in my camera bag for all times as a backup. So if you want to pick one of these up for yourself or just do some window shopping, then definitely use the links down below. You'll help me feed the family and keep the lights on here in the studio. So thank you for doing that and thank you for watching, but I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, sirs.